changes and protocols. We have Noma in Johannesburg, Evidence here, Sixpence in Harare, who we had a fantastic time with at the team staycation here in Harare. So well done for jumping on. Let's get some more people on the call and let's get this show on the road. I'm super excited about this. Okay, so anyone else who has dialed in just now, welcome to today's call. We are looking forward to anyone. Cannon is here in Harare. Cannon, haven't seen you. Bakaliwe and the twins in Cape Town. Lydia is in Harare along with Busi, of course, in Harare. So we're super excited again to welcome each and every one of you. Right, any new countries coming in? I know there's people that have dialed in from Mozambique. Aaron is in the UK, of course. Welcome, Aaron. We have Veronica raising her hand. Well, Veronica, you have to go to the chat group and type in, don't raise your hand, go chat and put a comment as to which country you have dialed in from. So it is my pleasure and honor, number one, to welcome all the members and all the leaders that have dialed in from the UK, from USA. We've got South Africa on the call. We've got Nigeria on the call, Zimbabwe, of course, Zambia, of course, Mozambique is on the call, Ghana's on the call, and Eswatini, I can't pronounce it still, Eswatini. There you go. Oh, Nalena has dialed in from Botswana. Ravimbo is in South Africa. Tukuma in Cape Town, and Kezia from Ghana. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the call. We are literally halfway to the number of people we're going to get on the call, but this is how it is. So go put your little comment on the chat and let's get the ball rolling. I'm just going to check if our VIP amazing leader is on the call because I can't find her yet. Helen, if you're on the call, which I'm sure you are, just raise your hand so you come to the, I just found you somewhere. I saw you just now, you just, there you are. Okay, I'm just gonna ask to unmute for now. Okay guys, so we have a very, very special guest on today's call. Now we're gonna cover a few things. First of all, let me quickly just say hello, because I know many of you will not know me. So my name is Anand Patel. I am based here in Harare, Zimbabwe, and I am a very proud member of Team Jet Setters, and technically here to really see a bigger picture of what is happening with Secret, okay? So, very, very simple. I am just the host today. I'm a Ruby agent in the company at the moment, and of course, looking forward to many more things, doing this on a part-time, consistent basis. But today is not about my story. It is about someone that we all look up to, someone that we have seen in the background, but she is so demure and quiet. She is so strategic, but she knows that still waters run deep. So basically, I have got, as you know, of course, Helen Mandishona on the call. And she's going to cover a few things that we're going to kind of interact a little bit, but she has an agenda that she wants to go through because she's all about team strategy and about building relationships along the way. So we have a long-term business and a long-term friendship and relationship in everyone that we connect with. Now, just be very patient today. We're going to go through that. It'll be a very quick call. Get your pen and papers out, of course, because Helen's going to drop some golden nuggets. But I have three major announcements. One I will be doing with Helen when she's going through the topic, and then at the end I'm going to cover the last two. And you will understand why I was playing Christmas music. If you were on a few minutes ago, it will all make sense to you why there's Mariah Carey singing Christmas carols. But anyways, on that note, it is my privilege and honor to invite on the stage someone that I've looked up to since I met her and her children in Reading, UK. And I think that was 10 years ago. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was 10 years ago. And someone that has always led from the front and understood that hype is not always results. She's always understood that giving a foundation to members, family, and friends will give a bouncing board for people to move on from. So I am so privileged. She comes from an accounting background, someone that has always worked with the top 5. She's always been one of the top guns in her industry. Even when she lived in Zimbabwe, before she moved to the UK, she was working with, from my recollection, Ernst & Young. And if there's a mistake in that, she'll correct me when she gets on the call just now. And simply put, I understand that she was working with those companies because, of course, she has all the accolades to get to that level. I mean, these are high-powered accountants that really get to that level. Then she moved to the UK and started off over there, became so successful there as well, had other businesses going at the same time when I met her, and understood that life is about multiple streams of consistent residual income. like rent money. And since that day forth, we have met each other in different countries, in Europe, in everywhere. We've met in many, many places now. And she's been there to walk me on stage. I've been there to see her on stage, and it's been a privilege to be in the industry together for the past decade. And on that note, guys, Helen, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you so much, Anandi. It has been here. We met in 2012 when you took a train ride to my place. I remember you wanted me to meet in London, and I said, no, I'm busy. Saturday, I said, I'm going to church first. And you were so flexible, and I'm forever grateful for that train journey that you took. You showed me that you were so serious, and this is what has made me to travel all over the world and meet the team because of the seed that you planted.
Well, you know what? It's been a pleasure both sides, I have to say, Helen. It's just been such a good journey. Well, today, everyone's not here to reminisce about you and me, of course. They are here to, first and foremost, hear your history, your journey, your story so far, and then move on to the topics that you want to go to. So I'm going to hand it to you because I know they want to hear your story before anything else. So here you go. Back to you, my dear.
Thank you so much. So I'm so grateful for you inviting me to share this with the team. Is my volume okay?
It is perfect. I can hear you loud and clear, and we can see you beautifully.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so grateful that Ruby Agent Anandi asked me to share with the team, and also Platinum Agent Bob, and the Silver Agent Avila, who is my cousin sister, my sponsor, my friend, my everything, and also Silver Agent Sarah. Thank you so much. We appreciate your leadership. As Ruby Agent Anan said, yes, my name is Helen Mandishona. I'm from Zimbabwe, but I left Zimbabwe in 1994 and went to South Africa. I trained with Price Hotels, but I went to South Africa and worked for Ernst & Young, and then worked for Coca-Cola in Eswatini, which was Swaziland, now Eswatini. Went to Atlanta in the US, and then got transferred with Coca-Cola to UK. So I was all corporate. I never even thought of doing any business besides working in corporate, and I enjoyed my job. I'm one person that really enjoyed my job. I used to look forward to going to work, and that's all I knew. I could buy products from other people doing network marketing, but I never thought that I would do network marketing. So I will share with you why network marketing. And also, if it wasn't for Avila who reached out to me, we were communicating, but we had not met in over 10 years, but she reached out to me. So if you have not met someone physically, you can still reach out to them, and she changed my life. So this is the story that I'll share, why network marketing. So when Avila reached out to me, I signed up. And the funny thing is, when I signed up, Avila sent me a message and say, why did you sign up? And I'm like, but why did you share with me? And that was the beginning. I wanted the traveling, but the business side, to be honest, I was not for the business. The reason why I wanted to travel is when I moved from US to UK, I used to be on benefits that the company would pay first business class for the whole family, stay in 5-star hotels. When I moved to UK, I only got company car allowance. So we downgraded the hotels from 5-star to Holiday Inn Express, those that are in UK, or to Premier Inn. And the children were like, why did we move from Africa? We even had a better life in Africa. So when I saw the traveling at that time, I was like, this is my opportunity to upgrade. And I am forever grateful because I traveled. So through this company, it was a traveling company. And I remember at first when Coach Anand told me that you end up traveling for free with the travel dollars we're getting, I didn't believe it. But the years that I was with this company, I earned over $35,000 in travel dollars. So as a family, we traveled for free. in 2019, for 1 month, as if I knew there was going to be COVID, I traveled for a month in Europe with Edna, who has become a sister from Australia. For a month, we never paid for accommodation and we stayed in 5-star hotels. Can you imagine what this industry can do? The house that you see there, Coach Anandi came and met me and my children. I forced them as well to join, and also because seeing Sachin, who is same age as my son, doing that, I also forced my children to do, and they loved the traveling. I was doing the business. We came to an agreement that they were going to still focus on school. Our firstborn was A-level, going for first year university. Our secondborn was doing O-level, and they signed up. I think at that time our firstborn signed up, the other one was not 18. And I worked with the team, but they'll put in some work first. Like our secondborn, Tinaye Mufaro, he even put an advert in Zimbabwe and got people, his team had managers, and he promoted, he edified me as his leader, you know. And when people met me, I presented to them as Tinaye's leader, not mom, and he signed up. And it was from that team, the team grew such that by the time when Tarisai was in 4th year doing medicine and Tinaye Mufaro doing 2nd year medicine, they raised almost 50,000 US dollars. It was like 40,000 pounds to put a deposit. And they bought this house that you see. They showed the bank that they were earning money. Tarisai was making at least $6,000 from this company part-time. What this industry can do. Can you imagine? We, as parents, we could not buy them property even in Zimbabwe, but can you imagine what this industry did? That they managed to buy a house in this industry. If you are a parent here, put a 1 if you would want your son or your daughter to be able to own houses while they are still at university. This is what this industry can do. That picture, I went to Croatia with Marvelous, my traveling buddy, and a number of ladies. For 1 week, we paid about $250 per person in Croatia, food included. You could eat as much as you want. Amazing resort. For 1 week, can you imagine? And the air tickets in Europe, if you book early, it was $150. So for less than $500, I had a week holiday in a nice resort. I was talking to one of the ladies who just wedded over the weekend. We went together and she was like, that was one of the best. Some people, when we were telling them of Croatia, they didn't even know where Croatia is. So this industry can give you that freedom, time freedom and money freedom. So enough about that. Why Secret? Why did I join Secret? To be honest, when I heard of the move, I went through a lot of emotions. To me, it was like an end of a marriage. I remember Avila and Helena, they had to cancel me. Can you imagine? I went into blankets. I didn't see it coming. Yes, I knew there was COVID, but we were still doing, I mean, as a team, we had come together during that difficult time. But I wasn't preparing to move to go to another company. So despite what I was hearing, I went through a lot of emotions. So you might be here last year and this year has been difficult. So you might have gone through different emotions, not for network marketing, but personal life. But what I then realized was that the cheese had moved. And the cheese had moved for a lot of people. If you are working, some people lost jobs or a lot of things happening. If I realize that if I don't change, I'll remain behind. Also, the team I was working with had become family. If I was not going to move to Secret, it means I was going to be a dream killer for a number of people. People were waiting for me to make a decision. Some were not talking about it. Later, maybe 6 months later, you start hearing. So I realized that even if I didn't want to move, yes, I could easily get a job. I was doing consultant, which had stopped, but I got a job, one of the best jobs I'd ever got. And in the town that I'm living, I didn't even know that company existed. But it's another story I'll tell you. I quit that job after 3 months. I just didn't feel at home. Though in terms of a job, it was very good. So the family that I had created worldwide made me to join Secret. Also, I looked at the skincare. I had used the skincare in 2008, can you imagine, in London, but it was very expensive for me to continue using the skincare. So when I saw that and I compared, I would go through the comparisons that I did. Nutrition, I have always used the nutrition from, coincidentally, 2008, when I had, what do you call it? What is it? Shoulder. I had some shoulder pain. I had frozen shoulder. Is the most painful thing that can ever happen to anyone. First time I went for operation. Second time, I started looking for alternative medication. In a family with doctors, I went against them. But so I've been using nutrition. So when I looked at their nutrition, I was like, I'm in. Also, when I heard the CEO, Isaac Ben-Shabbat, talking, I could relate. And I'm a Christian partnering with Israel. I was like, I'm in. The compensation plan, of course, I'm an accountant. And also behind, I was like, what if it works? And I'm not part of it. So the fear of missing out. Also the training system, because we're moving with Makaseta, it means even if I grow a global business, I don't need to go to Australia. Because of the training system, the company will train the team members, and I can grow an international business without spending so much on me flying and being everywhere like a traditional business. So that's why I joined The Secret. I read the Who Moved My Cheese book twice. I would really ask you to read it. I also had to go back and read my first year in network marketing. So Secret story really touched me to hear of the beginning of Isaac Ben-Shabbat and his family, that the brother had immigrated to US, wanted to do medicine, but ended up selling ice cream. The father and the mother had to sell a house, raised $60,000, and they started with that. And they started with their friends, 20 friends. The number always ring in my mind, 20 friends. If Isaac could invite 20 friends who would pay their own tickets to come and help them, and they started a business with the $60,000, and they earned 4 million out of that, and they shared equally. I was like, I'm all in it. That's like network marketing. I can start with family and friends. So I spoke to family and friends that I was already doing business with in the previous, and with my sister Martha, Philippa, friends, and other team members who are there. And I'm so grateful. People like Platinum Agent Aaron, Mr. and Miss Mkarati, Marvelous, Helena Law, the team from Reverend Matilda and team, a few just decided to say, let's come together. So I was like, if we can do this, we can change lives. So the story really touched me and made me to come to Secret. This is something that Isaac Ben-Shabbat said last week when we were having the bronze and above training. He said, and it touched me so much. He said, if you want to earn $100,000 a month, then become a bronze manufacturer. Produce bronze a day. Just on producing bronze a day, we heard this from Matt Morris. And I remember phoning Platinum Agent Aaron, and I said, let's do this. At that time, we didn't even have team members that had ranked. And I said, let's do bronze a day. And we started saying bronze a day, bronze a day. I mean, he says, my guru was like, let's do bronze a day. And, before we know it, there was a time we're now producing even royals a day. But there was a time we produced over 7 royals in a week. So when he said that, I was like, we can go back again and produce bronze a day. If you want to reach the top rank, start with the first rank, the bronze a day. Help you, like, sorry, if you want to earn more money, you need to help people make money. And that's what he said last week. He also said something like, secret opportunity is an equalizing factor, and most importantly in Africa. What does he mean by equalizing factor? He said, whether you're a businesswoman or man, doctor, lawyer, accountant, stay-at-home mom or graduate or student or not educated, you can all earn the same in secret. So it's equalizing. It's an equalizer. It doesn't matter, you know, whether you are educated, qualified or not. This is an opportunity, and I'll go through that. How from today it can change your life. If you work hard, you can earn more than the most successful person you know. I want you to write down the most successful person that you know. How much do you think they make per month and per year? Write it down. And you will earn that. By end of this year, if you implement, I know we are 104 here, but maybe 2%, 5% will implement. That's how it is. So make a decision. Just say, me too. Make a decision and make sure you're not going to change. When people tell you no, you don't go into blankets with your shoes because someone said no. So when he said this last week, I was like, wow, be bronze manufacturer. So I started reaching out to some people, and I hope those people, they also have a vision for being a bronze, because sometimes you can dream of other people, but when they are not hungry enough to eat, you can't force a child to eat. So that's about Isaac Ben-Shabbat, and I really follow what he says. So the product lines for Secret were foundational, age-defying BioShield. When I started, I bought the Have It All pack for 2,000. My 3 sons bought for also, so that's 8,000 in a family. My sister Martha bought the same. Philippa, my sister, also bought the same. A lot of team members, Marvelous, Platinum Agent, Aaron, they bought. A number of people, Helena, we bought the Have It All pack. Our team, in the first 2 days, we had revenue of 27,000. People just buying the Have It All packs. Why did we go for Have It All packs? Because this was new. This was a business we were getting into. We wanted to experience all the products. And I could not buy the whole set for age defying when I first saw Secret. So I bought only the day, you know, moisturizer. I'm sure ladies, you know, when you don't have enough money, just buy the moisturizer or maybe the facial wash. But I just bought the moisturizer. But this time I bought the whole set, the age defying set. Later, I also bought the BioShield because the Have It All at that time didn't come with the BioShield, but I then later bought the BioShield. I have every single product on the foundational. I bought every single product on nutrition and used. So I started creating my own story. So if you wanted to be successful, you have to know about all the products. So I also did comparison. Remember, I said I did comparison on the products. In the UK, this is the BioShield on a website. The BioShield is a set of 6. One cost £245.95 pence. So if you had to buy a set of 6, that's 1,475 pounds, over 2,000. The whole set from Secret is 540 pounds. Just hold on.
Okay, guys, just hold on for 1 second. Helen is obviously, she's trying to unmute herself. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and unmute.
Thank you. You muted everyone, so I couldn't unmute.
Okay, so go ahead, go ahead.
My son is just coming from work, so he didn't know I was on the Zoom and making noise. So I checked online, and imagine the comparison. You can check that the BioShield one is $90 and the dollars before the tax, and the water is about $50. So the whole set is $540 compared to $2,000. I mean, we have the deal, guys. This is the top range I'm talking about. So if you have customers who last, when was it? Was this Sunday or Monday? Of Professor Grace from Mozambique, sorry, from Zambia. She just said, I want this. And I have become an expert, an advisor, beauty advisor. And we just went through what she needs for personal use, and the order was close to $800. So this is what we have, guys. The products market themselves. Maybe you can say, oh, you're talking of the top end. Let's talk about the mud soap, the #1 selling. Someone from South Africa in our team send me a message and say, oh, this product is so expensive. And I said, why are you saying it's so expensive? To start with, she was comparing with something that is not from the Dead Sea, manufactured by, by L'Oreal. And she then sent me this. He said, look how much it is, $726. I said, that's not your website. Where did you see it? And online, do you know that some team members don't open their website? And she thought this is the price, 726 rands. But now 726 rands translated to $50. We are getting our mud soap for $13 before tax, plus tax is $15. $15 compared to 50. We have the deal, guys. So you can use this comparison to say, when you're an agent, this is what you buy for. Considering that to be an agent now is $1, you buy this, you buy your 5 mud soap. So we have the deal. So if you just do comparison with what people are selling on the line, so why nutrition? I would recommend you guys to read this book. What your doctor doesn't know. I read it long back. That's why I became so, focused on nutrition. And I know our Ruby agent, Anandi's parents, Mr. and Miss Patel, they are so much into, traditional, I always take their advice. And he says, what your doctor doesn't know about nutritional medicine may be killing you. This is a doctor who was against nutrition. But when Dr. Ray Strand found himself in a losing battle, unable to successfully treat his wife, who had suffered chronically with pain and fatigue, he agreed to try the regimen of nutrition supplements that a neighbor suggested. Much to his surprise, his wife's condition began to improve almost immediately. That amazing turn of events led him to dedicate himself to researching alternative therapies in medicine, particularly in the arena of nutritional supplements. Dr. Strand's illumination of the body's silent enemy, oxidative stress, will astound you anyway. So I won't finish reading, but we have the deal, guys, with the nutrition. So on nutrition, you have the wellness pack. If you are a team, if you are an agent, you need to have the wellness pack. You are getting it at 300 instead of 539. Yesterday, I did game plan with the Nikki from Zambia, signed someone in UK, and I did game plan with her. She's a nurse who suffered with COVID last year in March. She said she hasn't recovered up to now. When I went through and she had seen some testimonies, she said, you know what, month end I'm placing an order for 1,000 to get it for 300 instead of 539. That's a game over. So you need to show this, the price of an agent and the retail price for them to make them a decision. Or you can go for weight management, 219 instead of 340, or the Health Med Simple 180 instead of 280. So you need to know your back office, you need to know your products. The recovery, I know everybody's talking of recovery. The last 2 weeks, our team, especially in Africa, has been buying recovery. And this is what recovery does. You need to have this, and you are getting 4 for the price of 3. This is no brainer. Look what recovery does. You need to have this slide. You need to know to have, you know, I get surprised the team members inboxing me. So, oh, what does it do? But they are on the same group that we share this information. Create a folder. It's your business. This is the information you need for business. I'm so grateful that this time around, my sister Philippa in Eswatini, she is an expert, or, you know, she's growing her business. She's so, I don't know, she's like a new person. She knows what these products do. So in our team, when people started buying, this is Nancy from Zimbabwe. She went to a doctor with an ankle, and the doctor had prescribed the recovery, and she says, oh, remove recovery because I've got it. And the doctor said, which one? And so the doctor said, what is now in Zimbabwe? I've been looking for it. I know this doctor, supply me. She bought 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. She placed an order for 910, and she's supplying this doctor who is giving us prescription. So we have the deal, guys. This is Mrs. Mkarati. She purchased for herself. Philippa, my sister in Eswatini. Imagine you guys, you have direct delivery from US to Zimbabwe and also South Africa through UBM. My sister in Swaziland, Eswatini, she has to use UBM to South Africa, find another courier from South Africa to Eswatini. So it's either you can have excuses or results, but you can't have both. Personally, I recommend you to say, go for the Health Med Simple, to have all this instead of just focusing on one, because it's lifestyle. And you protect yourself from, you start and then you sell. The other thing with let me just go back to this one. You buy 4, you can sell the 3 for $50 or above. The selling price, the retail price, 64, I think, but you can sell and you use 1. So you can literally be buying on a weekly basis, because when someone is sick, they want the product there and then, not to wait for placing an order and then it comes, you know. I had quite a number in Zimbabwe, and some team members would come, and then I said, okay, when you place an order, you refund me. You can also, as you build with the secret, I know Platinum Agent Aaron, he's building with these packs. Now to South Africa is 352. The other countries in UK is 380 something, or now it's in euro, it's even less. When you talk of euros, it's 260 or 280. So you can build with these packs, option 1, 2, 3, and or you can create your own pick the things that you want. I know, like the other day I worked with Rindy from Zimbabwe. She just wanted for personal use and ordered something close to 300 for personal use for your face. People that know L'Oreal, they know that L'Oreal products are expensive and not only manufactured by L'Oreal, but using Dead Sea minerals. So really, we have the deal here. And I also, was it yesterday or Monday, Florence Matongo from Zimbabwe also placed an order. He says, I've been using L'Oreal, so I'm just going to buy this, and we are buying from your website. And we just bought, you know, some of the age-defying BioShield, and we just did a set for almost $350 for personal use. So you can do whatever you want, but you need to know your business and your products. This is Primrose in Platinum Agent Aaron's team. She signed up and they did game plan. She's in Sithless team in the UK, and they did game plan, launch meeting, and she follows the system. After launch meeting, they did the 3-way call, and she signed up 2 personals in no time. She earned $70 direct commission. This Friday, our platinum agent Aaron is doing a launch meeting for Tsepo, and Tsepo also get a 2, or Mabo get a 2. So you can do whatever works for you. I've shown you from 100 and something, but you need to know the products. The WAPEC is a must-have. So now, these are the weeks to Black Friday. What is Black Friday? Oh, sorry. Just let me see. One of my slides. What happened to my? I had a nice Black Friday slide. Okay, good. Okay, it was just, and I took this from Nick. When I see things, you know, in network marketing, you can copy without asking for permission. So thanks, Nikki, for this. So,
very true, very true.
So we have a Black Friday on let's see the time. Okay, we have a Black Friday on November 25th. What is Black Friday? I didn't understand Black Friday. And to start with, I didn't like the word Black Friday. I was like, something wrong. So, but Black Friday, the history of Black Friday is that during the year before Christmas, before Thanksgiving, not Christmas, you know, in US, they have Thanksgiving. If companies have not been doing well, the Friday after the Thanksgiving on Thursday, the companies will give, you know, discounts, huge discounts, 50%, 75%, 80%. So people used to go, this is after eating turkeys or on Thanksgiving. People would go and wait from early morning to wait for the sale. So some people would buy to use, let's say you want a TV, you save the whole year and you buy that TV for 400 instead of maybe 1,600. That's how ridiculous the things could be. Because in the UK, we also have this, though it started in America, in Europe, it's very popular. People used to eat, while it's cold, people would wait. So basically, you are getting at low prices. So everyone wants to buy at low prices, and there's Christmas coming, people want to give gifts. Companies used to go from red, not making profit, to making profits. That's why what's called Black Friday. So now we can capitalize on this. It's people that, you know, prepare, that will really capitalize on the Black Friday. And the same applies to us. We can capitalize. I know in Africa, I'd never heard of Black Friday, and being from Zimbabwe, I remember when there's a sale, something that was $10, they will say $9.99. So that was a psychological sale, not a proper sale. So now this is going to be a proper sale, and you want to position yourself for that. So we have 7 weeks to Black Friday, counting this week and the week of the Black Friday. So week 1 is Tuesday, week beginning Tuesday, October 12th, which is this week, then up to Tuesday, week beginning November 27th. So as Matt Morris says, he said amateurs invite to recruit and professionals recruit to invite. Some people say, I'll wait for Black Friday, then I'll have a lot of customers. All my friends will buy. I'm telling you, you're planning for failure. So let's go through how you can, I've explained the products and everything, the whole business, how you can bring all that together and plan to succeed. So in this business, consistency is the currency to success. You need to be consistent from today. Show people, demo the products, ask people to buy. So let's go through the power of 2. I'm one person who tells people 10. You need to get 10. I started with 20, just like Isaac Ben Shabbat and his family. They were 20, let's get to 20. And it scares a lot of people. So I've toned it down to 2. So let's use the power of 2. 112 of us. If we can, someone can take screenshots of names. If we can agree, there's power in agreement that we are all going to work. Forget the team that you have. I'm going to personally bring in 2 starting this week. Before the meeting, I already shared with a number of people. So I'm targeting to get my 2, whether they become customers or agents and they buy. You get 2, whether they are going to buy for 100 QV, 300 QV, 1000 QV, it does not matter. 2. With your 2, they do a list of 30 minimum. Everyone has got an inner circle of at least 10, between 10 and 30. People that believe you, that trust you, or get referrals. I am getting referrals. Your 2 should also get 2 the second week. Remember, I showed you the weeks. That was the reason for showing you the weeks. Get this slide for the weeks. Now, the second week, you can continue, add 2 more, but if you could ensure that you work with your 2, that they go through their network and they also get 2, that's 4. Third week, the 4 get 2, that's 8. Fourth week, the 8 get 2, that's 16. Then we are now on 5th week, the 16 get 2, 32. 6th week, the 32 get to 64. The 64 get to 128. Someone who can add and tell me the total team members you will have by Black Friday. As you do this, you are all earning money and you have got money even to buy things, budget to buy for 1,000. So start saving 1,000, start selling so that you have 1,000. Buy the recovery every week and sell 3 or 4. So anyone, there's no one who has a calculator to add this to. I'm not proceeding until you give me the number. How many team members are in your team if you follow this? Oh, South Africa promotes Black Friday. That's good. I'm waiting for the number. 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 plus 64 plus 128.
That would be 254.
Thank you. They were eating into your time.
I was waiting, but no one answered. Oh, see later answered. 24.
They were eating into your time.
Exactly.
So 254. Can you see how you can easily grow a team? What if the 254 each get, they all get 5 customers who place orders for 100? That's huge. You need to listen to Crown Royal Jesse. He shared on Black Friday. He shared the US way they've got the customer and all that. So if you add that, the customer end or plus these agents, that's why I said amateurs recruit, invite to recruit. Some people are saying, I'm waiting to invite people to buy during Black Friday. You are an amateur. Professionals recruit to invite. Professionals who recruit now help the team members make money. With that money, those people will buy and also bring more customers. The Crown Royal Jesse was saying people, you know, they rank up like 5 times, 4 times, 3 times. He said last year, the first he made $400, the next time $7,000. In 48 hours last year, he made $90,000. Yes, of course, Crown Royal Jesse's results are not, you know, standard, but you can make a lot of money. So you decide how much you want to make. These are the ranks. You decide where you want to go. So training, the more you learn, the more you earn. We are over, I don't know how many team members we have, but only 100 and something logged in. Well done, those that have logged in, because attend any training. The more you learn, the more you earn. I was told that people that attend training, they earn 5 times more than those that don't attend training. So You know, you always reap on your decisions. The view is coming. My first view, I remember Ruby agent Anandi telling me, he was not asking me, he told me if I wanted to work with him, I have to attend. So this was in November in Europe. I went to Nice my first time, and the flight that I got was like, you have to be there. We have to leave like 4 a.m. in Gatwick. Gatwick was way from where I lived. I was near Heathrow. So I had to go there. We were there like 2 a.m. The friends that we were sleeping at the airport to go for training. And those people I'm still friends up to today. And it changed me because it was at that event that I made that the company I was in, you know, got into me, and I never quit. You can see this picture. What Ruby agent Anand said, that he would travel to be with us. He used to attend 2 events. So he came here. We were in, where was that? I think we were in Spain, yes. And we had red carpet. And you can see with Marvelous, we are still together before that training, because I went with Marvelous on one of the events. He shook me. He said, why were you not telling me properly that there's money in network marketing? I almost felt the way he shook me, because he was amazed. I mean, seeing 4,000 people, different nationalities, they can't be all wrong to say there's something going on. This is with my sister. Since I joined network marketing, I became so close to my sister, Martha. We have traveled together for training, holidays. I even ended up moving to be near her. That's how close we became as a family. So I will play this video, and after that, Ruby agent Anandi will take over. Let me see, just wait.
I hope you guys realize
Can you hear
how incredibly blessed we are to have Mr. Marcusetta.
After spending thousands of dollars on personal development, Marcusetta is undoubtedly the best of the best in personal development that I've been coached by.
The worst place in the world to be in prison is in your own mind. And that's exactly why some of you have never gotten on the starting blocks.
Don't ever miss the view. And don't just show up by yourself, bring your whole team.
Stop settling for what life is giving you. Stop thinking you're not good enough.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right, Helen. So do you want me to just, Helen, I just saw Helen on the screen, so now I'm looking at Helen again. Do you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I hand you over to my mentor, the person that made me to want to do network marketing, and he has made $1 million in this. So he knows what he's talking about, especially when it comes to training. So over to you, Ruby Agent.
Thank you, Helen, my dear. Appreciate today. And honestly, everything you've given us so far, I got notes and everything going on here. And it's just been, I don't know about everyone on the call, but actually, in fact, if you got some amazing nuggets from our leader, our VIP, Helen, please go ahead and just, comment on there. And of course, show her your love. So I'm going to step in very quickly now. I'm not going to take the limelight from Helen by any means. The whole point was I was excited to be on the call because it was Helen speaking. So what a privilege. Now, if we can we're going to close. How do you stop the share screen? Is there a way to, oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now guys, let's go through. I got 3 announcements. One of them is number 1, the view from the edge. You just saw that. Helen told you her journey. It is probably the one event of the year that impacted me the most and her, and we've met up in different countries, Spain, and I even think we did Germany, or I don't know. We've done so many places. I have no idea. But when it comes to the view from the edge and Mark Aceta, it's very important to understand for the first time in history. So in the first time in 10 years of our existence in this industry with Mark Aceta by our side, this is happening. As you guys have seen on your emails, if you're in Africa, if you're in the EU, then obviously there's a European event happening that is different to what I'm going to show you now. Very simply for today, very clearly, there are 5 countries that are hosting the view from the edge. It's called a viewing party. What that means is everyone has to be in the hotel conference room together with a trainer / host and big screens, and Mark Aceta will be streaming in the actual performances. Okay, it is all about theatrical learning. It's about visual learning. But what I'm going to say now is this, and this is where you guys need to pay attention. So stop commenting on the comment section. Stop commenting on the comment section. Pay attention to this. This was just launched literally a couple hours ago. Let's call it the Africa competition. Okay, now this is the competition from now till the 7th of November. The 7th of November. The countries that have, the 2 countries out of the 5 that have the highest number of booked tickets in their country's view. So Zimbabwe, South Africa, that's the southern area, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, East and West Africa. Any of those, the top 2 that have the highest number of ticket sales, Jesse McPherson shall be flying in and basically covering the training. What's going to happen is this, very simple. He would do a Saturday in one country, fly out Saturday night, and then of course do a Sunday in the second country. So that is the goalpost. That is what is going to happen. That's the plan of action. Now, to be a part of the competition, all of us on the call, there was 110, 106 right now on the call. You want to be actually paying attention and getting your tickets now. What I want you to do, each of you, instead of paying the $600 US, which is the full price, we used to get early bird special for $400. Well, right now, the early bird special for the first time, of course, because it's not a full view, it's like a half view, it's a viewing party, it's $150. You want to go buy your ticket on the system, and then what you want to go do is on our groups that we have together, the pioneers or the rising stars, wherever you are, and every group, go put your ticket, because the whole point is, I don't know, me, of course, I'm selfish. I want Zimbabwe to win, because of course Zambia is going to come to Zimbabwe, we know that. Botswana is going to go to South Africa as my guess, and of course there's people like Sarah and Cecilia and all our South African leaders, they want South Africa to win. But hey, each to their own. It's a very good competition. Now here's the additional part. A was the 2 of the 5 countries Jesse will try and get to. Obviously I'm looking at logistics and hours. It depends which countries win. Let's see what happens. Number 2, B, will be within that promo. Any country that then maybe does not get him to train there, but the leftover 3, if they hit a minimum of anywhere of 100 and above, so anywhere from 100 to 200, Jesse McPherson will be coming to that country either before or after and doing a opportunity business presentation and doing a mini training thereafter. So basically we will touch everywhere. Now, if a country gets less than 100, he ain't going to it. Now in Zimbabwe and Zambia, I put that together, we are aiming for 150 to 200. Now the main thing is, if we can get that done way before the deadline, it shows Mark that we are more serious than all the other countries. Okay, so promoting the view is the most important thing. Now, what I want to cover is this: how do you promote the view to your best ability? Forwarding WhatsApps is not a secret. That's not how you do it. It doesn't require any intelligence whatsoever. Even my 10-year-old nephew can do that. So the main thing is, it's actually doing phone dumping. Phone dumping in the sense of, you do it with 2 people, you do it on your own, you do it with 5 people, whatever you want to do. But it's basically picking up your phone and promoting the fact that instead of 600 and normally getting a 400, we are getting it $150. And we don't all have to fly to one country. It's going to be in the region, so they can go to their areas. And really promoting the success stories that have come out of Mark Aceta's training system, out of the view, because that's the most impactful VIP experience of all of them, of course. So that is that. And I'm not promising right now, but we're trying. I'll speak to a couple of the leaders and coordinators here in Zim. We're trying to see anyone that has tickets. We're going to try and do some sort of cocktail event a few days before, maybe a week before. I don't know. I'm flying in. I'm here for a while, literally 10 days, and I'm flying out again. So let's see. We'll figure something out. But we want to celebrate the people that are ticket holders by the 7th of November. So that is it. By 7th of November, you want to get it done. Calling people now, you will get 80% more sales of tickets now if you do a phone dump. Just phone, 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 as opposed to dilly-dallying, because what you can do in a phone dump in the space of 2-3 days is what you will normally achieve in 6-7 weeks. So you don't want to do that, especially if you are busy, like most of us. Okay, so that is announcement number 1. Jesse McPherson in our continent. And really, if we want to win him as one of our trainers, we need to pull up our socks and get serious. That's number 1. Number 2 announcement, and before I go there, Helen, my dear, was there anything else, or do you want me to go to announcement number 2 and 3? Helen. Okay, I'm going to continue. So announcement number 2 is going to be the following. For the past 8 weeks, muted again. What's going on with this mute? Okay, let me unmute our dear Helen. 1 second, guys. Okay. Right, where is Helen unmuted? Aha, there we go, Helen. Unmute.
Okay.
There you go. Sorry about that.
I think go ahead.
Okay, wonderful. We're gonna 2 more minutes, guys. Announcement number 2. So for the past 8 weeks, I only found this out yesterday. For the past 8 weeks, we've actually been operating at Secret. The Secret's been operating a separate support department that is in our working time, so our daytime. When you call support in our daytime, it actually gets routed to the Philippines. In other words, EMEA, Europe, Middle East, and Africa, we have our own support. If you phone after hours, like 5 p.m. onwards, you will get routed to the US. Now, why am I telling you this? Not because support has just been overwhelmingly amazing. It's not that. It's actually been because I want you to know they are under training at the moment, okay? So if they're under training, we want to call, and they're trying to forward things from America and learn things. But basically, I'll give you the nutshell of it. It is, we're going to have our own separate independent support system for Africa and Europe. And that is going to be fully fledged once they have finished all their training protocols. Now, announcement number 3. And then we'll go to why those Christmas carols in the beginning, okay, if you're on the call in the beginning. Now, Club Secret is my 3rd announcement. Part A is going to be, we all know the loyalty program is $1 equals 1 point. We kind of get that. We haven't had anything thereafter. And the reason is they have been formulating and putting together the entire loyalty package or loyalty program, as it were, okay, and how we can use it and benefit. So simply put, know that at the View, we are supposed to get the full rollout of how, number 1, we know how to get the points. That's great. We want to know how to redeem the points. Okay, we can redeem it across all the products, but we want to know how and how to what value. So we will be hearing the entire rollout. I think they're going to roll it out at the USA View where our USA team, I know Bob Chauhan, my sister, a few other members that we have there are going to the view. So that's great. They will know about it. We will get the proper formulations when we get to our view as well. So that's fantastic. Now, the part 2 of Club Secret. Now, Club Secret obviously is 3 products: skin, health, and travel. Many of us get confused. We think Club Secret is a travel. Well, it's all 3 in 1. So now the travel portion of Club Secret. And this is the interesting part, because for Africa, Europe, Asia, we haven't really got any specific products catered for us. We have the booking engine like everyone else, but that's about it. So what's happening is over the next 8 weeks, or the next 2 months, which leads us very close to Christmas, will be the population of those regions, Europe and Africa. Okay, so we want to get very, very accustomed to that. They've taken a very long time to formulate the right packages for us, and they're trying to do it so that it's sustainable. Everything is learning from previous errors, learning from previous experiences, and they're bringing it here to Club Secret in the travel and really trying to bring it forward and be more curated and more specialized in execution. So not volume, 5,000 trips, but more like we know what we want in Africa and Europe. So look forward to that. Now, why am I saying Christmas? Was the Christmas carols when we started the call today was because I was just told by the Vice President of EMEA, Jürgen, who we met in Dubai, as some of you know, and that was the best trip, was to get my foundation and my stomach, my gut, to get my gut into this. It was going to Dubai. So I'm just grateful for that. I know many of us have not been able to go from the UK and stuff like that, but as soon as you can go, like the view, you want to get there because it will get into your gut. And that is the most important thing. When something sits in you and sits within you, you are able to actually follow with faith and not fear. That's it. So why am I saying Jürgen gave me some announcements? Basically, very simple, for the NFR markets, which pretty much covers all of us on the call, not America, I get it, but most of us on the call. Simply put, by then he will have the support fully functioning, trained up and working, of course. The travel will start populating and we'll start being able to book things, which will be great for 2022. I'm so excited about that. The warehouses will be all Africa warehouse and Europe warehouse. South Africa and Netherlands are already up and running, but they're not like, they're up and running like an introduction. They're not fully fledged. So he's looking at fully fledging that. And of course, on one of our previous calls, I told you, as each African country and European country generates their own independent volume, I think it was, from my memory, my notes are not here, I think it was $200,000 per month had to be generated before they went on to registering an office, a warehouse space in that country. So each of us that want no shipping and taxes, well, what you want to do, you want to be getting your volume up in your country. So Zimbabwe, let's wake up. Zambia, let's wake up. Botswana, let's wake up. South Africa, well, you've already got it, so that's full. So that's how we're going to get that done. So what he said is Christmas is going to be the best Christmas we've had because it is our first Christmas. But what he meant by that is Christmas will feel like Christmas because COVID has shut down so many things. But for us at Secret, if we understand what to look for, which is what I just mentioned, the product portfolio, the warehousing, and the support functions, that is going to be the foundation that they are building at head office, okay? So Jürgen and his team are working on that, and really they've not been interacting a lot with us because they're so busy trying to get all these small details right, the VATs, the this, the that. So once that's done, and he said, and then Christmas is looking so positive because he got off a phone call with Isaac Ben Shabbat to really do a Gantt, how do you pronounce it? A Gantt chart, like a timeline chart on what's going on. So he said by Christmas, we'll be able to turn on a lot of these things that we've been talking about. So guys, I want you to be Christmas focused, Black Friday focused, and view focused. And I want to say a special thank you to our amazing, amazing leader, and Team Jet Setters is blessed to have each and every one of you in it. But today, more so because of Sarah, and Sarah just posted something, because of Helen being our VIP speaker today to speak to not only her team, but to the whole team Jet Setters. Of course, only 100 people logged in. So, hey guys, let's be the 100 that go book our tickets, go sell things. My first event was in Athens, Greece. And that event, I had to sell my bed, some shoes, and some things that I had saved up and kept dear. But I realized when I detach myself from all this, more will come. So guys, just remember, if you have to sell things to get somewhere, you got to do it. Now is the time. So on that note, Helen, everyone, I'm going to unmute you. And I would love for us to do what we do usually, which is a very Team Jet Settery thing, which is unmute everyone and put your cameras on if you're looking decent, but put your cameras on. I'm going to say, ask all to unmute. And we are going to go ahead and actually say thank you to our dearest Helen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Helen.
Bye.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you.
Helen.
Thank you.
Thank you so
We
Thank
take a
you very
picture.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
There we go. Take care, guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Thank you for having me. Hey, Usha, hi.
Wow, my
Hi.
mom. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, I don't normally put my camera on. I can see what.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we can
Helen.
see
Thanks,
you,
Alan.
Auntie Usha.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We love you.
Thank you, Christine.
Take care, guys. I'm dialing off. Bye now.